I'm Ashley, and I am here with the wonderful
Echo Gillette!
Hey guys, so Echo and I both have a passion for little YouTube culture. We had a passion for it when we both had 500 subs. We have a passion for it now, and we're going to talk about that a little, as well as what it's been like for our channels to grow. The reason I wanted to collab with you is because you have a repeating segment on your channel called BAM.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about BAM?
BAM is a series that I run where I kind of recommend smaller YouTubers that I've been watching or smaller YouTubers that I enjoy and think deserve a little bit of exposure.
Hi, I'm Echo, and this is BAM, a video series dedicated to strengthening the small YouTube community. This episode features 6 awesome YouTubers, starting with Paul Roth. And it was just kind of my way of supporting the small YouTube community, because we all know YouTube's not gonna do it.
Why'd you do that?
Because these
That was a great response. I enjoyed that.
Emotion!
so much emotion! The small YouTube community is so underappreciated, and I feel like YouTube is kind of ignoring them in certain ways.
Do you consider yourself a small YouTuber?
Yeah, but I don't think that's ever going to, I don't think I'll ever stop feeling like a small YouTuber. I've heard people with 1 million subscribers say that they feel like a small YouTuber.
This was interesting to me, and maybe it's just my larger audience privilege speaking. Let me know in the comments if you think so. But I agree with Echo. I think being a small creator goes beyond sub count. I think it's more of a philosophy that includes things like being humble, not compromising the integrity of your brand for money, aka not selling out, being in touch with other creators on the platform, and finally, working with people of all sizes. And I was curious what Echo thought went into being a small YouTuber.
There's so much that goes into it. There's like how connected you are with the community, there's your view count, there's like how interactive you are with everyone. I'm gonna be totally honest, one of the main reasons that I started BAM was so that I could make YouTube friends.
Oh, that's
Because
cool though!
I'm just gonna recommend this now. If you wanna start a series like BAM and just like make friends on YouTube by talking about them in a series, go for it. Because when people like write in their comments like, hey, I watch your videos, let's be friends, it can come off as spammy. But if you make something and say, hey, I want to just talk about you in a video on my channel, is that okay? Then they know that you actually sincerely care about their content. Also, I make the video series not just for exposure, but for the sake of connecting the small YouTube community better, because I feel like YouTube doesn't necessarily have that like way of connecting the smaller YouTube community.
And that is something I hear all the time. People just starting out, or even people who've been doing the YouTube thing for a while, just not professionally and not located in London or LA, don't know how to make friends on the platform, or find others their size to work with or just talk to about what they're going through on YouTube. Echo had a couple awesome ideas about how YouTube could remedy this problem.
What I would really love is a Discover tab, and this is something that another YouTuber, like another person had mentioned, that just sounds so ingenious to me. If they just had like a Discover tab for, even if it was just creators with 50,000 subscribers to 100,000, which is still pretty big.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Or even if there was a way to filter by sub count.
Sure.
That would be another simple thing that you could do, because finding small YouTubers for BAM is one of the hardest things to do, and one of the best ways that I found to do that is through the small YouTuber tag, which is a thing, and we should bring that back again, make it popular again. Do it.
Hi guys, it's Susie, and today I'm gonna do the small YouTuber tag.
Hey guys, my name is Michaela Love, and this is a small YouTuber tag.
Small YouTube channel tag.
The small YouTuber tag. Small YouTuber tag.
Since this is such a struggle for so many, let me know in the comments, how can small creators find/connect with other small creators? No, that's one of my favorite aspects of YouTube, is obviously the connection and the community, and you've mentioned the word community a few times. Do you think there is like one collective YouTube community, and where do small creators fit into it? And the reason I asked this question is because I'm not sure there is one YouTube community. If there is, I don't really feel in it. I know I have a community, but whatever this YouTube community is, I don't feel like I'm in that. People in that don't know who I am. I feel out of that. A video that really made me think about this is by one of my favorite small creators, whose color correction and general aesthetic is always bomb, by the way. Insert clip!
I'm confused about what it is that is the YouTube community. It's super weird to have people talk about this community all of the time. This community that everyone seems to be so happy with, which is so cool to be a part of. How do you join this community that everyone speaks of? Do you just post videos? Do you also have to comment a lot on other people's videos? Do you have to join the YouTube community Facebook? Do you have to follow everyone on Twitter? And are you officially a part of the community when some of those people then also follow you back? Are there more communities than just one? So people say the YouTube community, I assume that they mean one community. I'm confused about all of this, and I don't feel as if I am part of any sort of community.
And Echo also ended up having some super dope thoughts on YouTube community.
Hard. I don't know if I want to call it a soup.
A soup?
Does that make sense? It's like thicker in some places and then it's like thinner in other places. It's like weird. Or like, it's like I can see it in my brain where it's like all these random interconnected parts. And it's like there are some that are more visible than others because they're on the outside, and then there's a bunch that are underneath and harder to find, but they are all interconnected.
Is there like a little YouTubers club and a big YouTubers club? Is there like a hierarchy that exists? Do you have to have a certain amount of subscribers before you can transcend into the next tier and contact those people and things like that?
I think there might be like a subconscious one.
Okay.
Because I remember, and this is a very like distinct thing that I remember when I first started BAM, when I had about 500 subscribers, I remember being petrified to send an email to a creator that had 7,000. Because that was huge to me. That was like, this guy had so many more subscribers than I did, and I was afraid to reach out to him. So I think part of it is just a subconscious fear that there actually is a hierarchy, which prevents you from actually trying to break out of that hierarchy, which in turn creates the hierarchy.
So I remember talking to you, when you only had around like 700 subscribers, and now you're at almost 150.
Yeah, it's approaching.
What are some of the biggest changes that have happened ever since you've like garnered this large amount of subscribers?
How people treat me?
Do they treat you differently?
Slightly. Just a tiny bit, and it's so strange. For example, I had a friend from high school who is into YouTube culture and he understands it. And I was a nerd in high school. I was not respected, I was just like the geeky, quiet kid. And he wants to be a YouTuber, and he was talking to me, but he was talking to me with almost this sense of bitterness.
Oh.
Like I was supposed to be sucked up to, but he didn't want to. And it took him a minute to realize that I'm still me.
That you were like humble and didn't think you were
I'm
all
just
that?
like, that I'm just another person, that I'm the exact same person that he knew from high school. It was weird.
Yes, I have a day job in which I work with a demographic that is much older and definitely not in tune with the happenings of YouTube. And when I was a small creator, when there was downtime, I would tell them about my hobby. The conversation would go something like this. So Ash, what do you do in your free time? I have a video blog. Oh, do a lot of people follow you? No, like 500, but it's fun. I like it. Hey, don't sell yourself short. 500 is a lot of people. You should be proud. What a neat hobby. But ever since I got bigger, I've stopped telling my coworkers about YouTube because now the conversation goes more like this. So Ash, what do you do in your free time? I actually have a video blog that I work on sometimes. Oh, a video blog. Do a lot of people follow you? 250,000? Whoa! So you're like famous, I guess. Should we call you Little Miss Famous? Hey Denise, we've got a star working with us. How much money do you make doing that? You know, I've never met a famous person before. Little Miss Famous, famous, famous. I suppose I just don't get the whole YouTube thing. Seems like a bunch of self-absorbed teens to me, but good for you, I guess. Thank you for making this really weird for me. Well, sorry, Little Miss Famous. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Someone explain it to me. I don't like it. I've also noticed a shift in your channel's content.
Yes.
And I don't know if it has anything to do with like how your channel has grown and if you've become more branded or things like that. Have you like made the conscious choice to be more branded?
Part of the reason that I make so many art videos because I really do love making vlogs. Vlogs are like this content that I really love making, but I'm also extremely passionate about art. I'm going to school for art, it's what I'm educated in. I've spent years of my life becoming an artist as to the skill level that I have.
I don't doubt that. I very much believe that you authentically love art and you're very talented. I just remember you used to have like a wide array of different kind of genres, and now it's kind of had more of a focus, which happens
like half and half essentially at this point, and it was a slow transition. Part of the reason that I have transitioned my channel to the level of artwork that is on it now is because if I did that, it meant that I would be able to make a living off of it.
Oh.
So I can make a living off of YouTube if I have an equal amount of art and vlog content. So a lot of it is just kind of survival based, which is a strange thing to think about, but yeah. yeah, a lot of people really like my artwork, and that's fantastic. I love that.
So basically, Echo is a huge sellout, but we did a video on her channel. You should check it out and subscribe to her anyway. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. I can't even keep going with that. Echo is the sweetest, most humble, talented person ever. You should go check out the video we did over there, but she's not a sellout. I'm just teasing, I'm just teasing, hashtag teasing. And for more of the discussion, head to my second channel. Here's a clip of what you'll find there after the outro.
Let's just try one first and then we'll do like a second take.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, bye!
We don't even need the second one. Nailed it! Nailed it!
Oh yeah! Okay, great.
Follow me on Twitter.
Hey, it was really nice of you to give me advice that one time. But if you were just going to ignore me every other time, I would have appreciated a more direct fuck off.